Here to present in front of all of you how strategic fundraising has helped improvise many things for cancer support in my hospital. We all know that in low and middle income countries, the survival outcomes of pediatric cancer is somewhere between 15 to 45%. And the major problems being delayed diagnosis, obstacles to accessing care, treatment abandonment, and poor quality care. What we have seen and successfully proven is that strategic fundraising has helped us combat all these issues. We had done a survey in 2010 to understand the reasons for treatment refusal and abandonment. And what we learned at that time was the primary reasons for patients to drop out of treatment was financial constraints, the direct and the indirect costs for treatment, lack of belief in the curability of cancer, and this was stemming out of illiteracy, as 80% of the population that comes to our hospital is from the poor socioeconomic strata. Resorting to complementary and alternative treatment, such as homeopathy, Ayurvedic, black magic, etc. Gender bias towards the girl child, which is unfortunately prevalent in our society even today. Lack of motivation in the curability of cancer, again stemming out of illiteracy. Fear of surgery, and lastly, the income which was foregone by the only breadwinner of the family while they stayed in our center with their children for long durations. In order to address all these issues, we founded the Impact Foundation in 2010, and we are happy to share that we have now completed 10 years of our foundation work. When we set up the foundation in 2010, the first few donations that we got, we used all of that to hiring more support staff to ensure better quality care and timely care for the children that were coming to our center. We also developed a very economical and a very user-friendly tool to track our families very closely. We started providing holistic support to each and every family coming to the hospital. And all of this we were able to achieve only because of fundraising. We divided all the components of fundraising into these 5 brackets. And what we have realized is in the 10 years, we have been able to get funds for all the 4 components, such as the cost of treatment for the first 2 weeks when the family comes to the hospital. This includes the workup, the travel, the accommodation. Then the complete funds for treatment, which again includes holistic support, the funds for treatment, blood products, accommodation, nutrition, local travel, even providing enhanced counseling to the families. Though we are largely supported through the government, we still started raising funds towards equipments, getting extra pediatric support staff, raising funds for infrastructure, getting child-friendly OPD and ward areas. And lastly, providing funds once the treatment was completed for follow-up, the expensive drugs, growth hormones, educational skills, and even the skill development, vocational training. However, what we haven't yet been able to achieve is to reimburse families for the cost that they incurred till the time they reach the hospital. We are very optimistic and even working towards that. How we have achieved this in the last 10 years is to first define the needs of the department into various heads, prioritize what is most important, even do a contingency planning for natural calamities, the pandemic, which we have seen in the last year, and also slowly build a corpus fund for such times. The time when we started Impact Foundation, our group was very small. And over the last 10 years, this group has still remained very small with just a few of us. However, we have been able to get significant funding to at least increase the support staff, which is almost 55. We have our donors, which we have broadly divided into 4 segments: the government through the huge grants, and also the smaller schemes where we make the patients apply individually. The corporate social responsibility, the CSR, which was incorporated in 2014 by the company's law, which is almost 80% of where we get our donations from. Then the non-government organizations, which are as old as the hospital. However, what we have done in the last 10 years is had several meetings with them. Instead of they coming to us with a plan, we have gone to them with a plan, telling them how to best help us, and also to ensure that the services of the NGOs are not duplicated. An important strata of donors is also the high net worth individuals and the individual donors who do the online giving for us. Successful fundraising has been broadly divided by us into these 4 aspects: the grant writing, the donor communication, tracking our progress, and lastly, donor reporting. After defining the needs of the department, to put them in paper into a form of a project has been very important in our journey. And to make this available for the donors who do not come to the hospital, we have been taking the hospital to them in the form of our website, our newsletters, our films. It's also very important for us to track the amount of aid we have been getting over the years in order to ensure that reporting is done most successfully. Our beneficiary numbers, the quality of each program that we have implemented, and most importantly, the survival outcomes. We have been very, very crisp in presenting all of this through our annual reports, our utilization reports, case stories, narratives, our media interactions, and our appreciation events for all our donors. There have been several challenges along the way. The weaker section, the biggest challenges that we have been facing with them over the years is not having the right documents. Sometimes this leads to a delay in applying for the government grants and also to the NGOs. We have been working on this with them, and we have a separate corpus with us which provides emergency funds to the patients the day they walk into the hospital. There's another section, the middle class, who have several challenges when their children are inflicted with cancer. They do not qualify for the government schemes because their income bracket is higher than the eligible criteria. And they also find it difficult to pay out of their own pockets for expensive cancer treatment. We have been speaking to corporates, and we have a separate fund for such categories. The government schemes have their own drawbacks. Various drugs are not covered under the government schemes, and it takes almost 4 to 6 weeks before we get funding through the government schemes for the children. Another challenge area for us is to get funds for transplants. Many a times, donors want the beneficiary numbers to be huge, and they would rather provide 10 curative children the treatment costs rather than pay for the cost of one transplant. We also face challenges during donor reporting because donors now want patient contact pictures, which we find difficult to share as it goes against the patient confidentiality clause of the hospital. So we have been working on all these aspects. With the strategic fundraising model of Impact Foundation, we have been able to raise significant funds in the last 10 years. In 2020, we have raised 5.57 million US dollars. And with this, we have been able to give proper quality care and timely care to almost 2,000 children coming to the hospital. Our treatment refusal and abandonment rates have dropped largely. We started with almost a 25% in 2008, and this has dropped to a 4% in the last couple of years. We've been proud to share that we have been learning a lot from the ALSAC, which is the fundraising arm of St. Jude Children's Research Hospital in Memphis. We are also proud to be a part of the Global Alliance Foundation. We have been innovative with our fundraising strategies, the online giving program, the innovative social media campaigns, crowdfunding, and virtual events are some of the areas that we have been working on in the recent past. The last couple of months have brought about an unprecedented challenge on the healthcare sector. and we have all been a part of it. So I can share now that money is a big matter in the times to come. But our vision remains unchanged, and we all work towards giving each child with cancer the best chance at cure. Thank you.